Utini!
Hello, welcome back to Blue Harvest Vintage Toys and my ongoing vintage Star Wars figure review series. And today we have a very special figure, a very infamous figure, a figure with one of the most sought after variants, and a figure I've been looking forward to talking about is the Jawa. He's the last one of the first 12 I have reviewed, and I've left him to last for good reason. His is the most interesting story of the first 12, and second only to Boba Fett in the whole 96. The figure itself, as you can see, is definitely the smallest of all the vintage Star Wars figures, but probably the cutest. Though all vintage figures have minor variations, the Jawa figure has some of the most interesting and sought after variations in the entire line. The authentic carded vinyl version of the figure was shipped with a vinyl cape, not unlike the other removable capes found on the Star Wars 12-back figures. This version was often reproduced and makes finding a genuine version near impossible for the untrained eye. The vinyl on an authentic cape is a near perfect match to the figure itself, though many fakes that are the right colour do exist. Many fakes use slightly retooled Ben Obi-Wan Kenobi capes, but these are usually easier to spot. These can often be mistaken for the Australian Toltoys vinyl cape Jawa. The Toltoys vinyl cape Jawa not only sports a cape in the same colour tone as Ben Obi-Wan Kenobi, it's shipped on the Empire Strikes Back card with a material cloak style blister. Though little is actually known about the variant's origin, there are a few loose examples and even one carded specimen documented. The authentic carded vinyl cape Jawa sits in a blaster unique to this variant with a flat clear piece of plastic behind the figure. An authentic bubble is flat along the front and sits very close to the figure itself. There are examples of fake blisters mimicking this one, but for the most part fakes tend to have the wrong blister altogether. The Kenner vinyl caped version shipped only with early Star Wars 12-backs, and though rumoured to have been shipped on Meccano square cards in France, none has ever been documented, and it is popular opinion that it never actually shipped on that card. The Jawa's vinyl cape was quickly replaced by a material cloak, and with it the bubble. Early versions of the Star Wars 12-back material cloaked Jawa figure were packed with the same bubble as R2-D2, before switching over to a unique bubble that slanted out forward on the top half. His blaster is also unique to the Jawa, but there is also a couple of variants on this. The original vinyl cape Jawa came with a flat blaster, and the cloth version came with a little, I don't know what you call it, a little sticky out bit, a nipple, if you will, just above the handle. On the card backs, you'd find a Jawa on the Star Wars 12-back, obviously with the vinyl cape and the cloth cape, shooting right. Then on the 20-back with the cloth cape, shooting right. The Empire Strikes Back, again, shooting right with the cloth cape. Return of the Jedi card, shooting right with the cloth cape. Power of the Force card, shooting right with the cloth cape. And the Tri-Logo card, it was flipped over and it was shooting left, but also with the cloth cape. The Tri-Logo version is one of the scarcest carded pieces in the entire vintage line. And unfortunately, the Jawa was the only first 12 figure that didn't get in the special action figure sets. People love the vintage Jawa figure, and they always have, and they always will. Kenner added the material cloak because they thought that parents wouldn't buy it for their children. They simply wouldn't see it as value for money, so they changed it to a material cloak. And young collectors had the added incentive to create their own army, their own Jawa force, if you will. Oddly enough, with all the figure's popularity, which makes it one of the very few to make it onto every card back, it is the little vinyl cape most of us threw out when we were young that makes it so well known and so collectible, even outside the Star Wars collecting community. So let me know in the comments below if you had a vinyl cape Jawa and you threw it away. And if you have one now, let me know how much you paid for it. So that's the first 12 done. Moving on to the first 20. Let me know which figure you want next. I'm sure you all have your favourites. So thank you for watching, and until the next time, may the toys be with you.
utini, utini.